Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for my makeup rehab series. This is my low buy for 2023. I did this style in 2022 as well, and we'll know for sure when I do my makeup inventory, but I feel like this year it's been working really well for me as well. It did last year, that's why I did it again. So this involves a beauty bank, and you earn points or credits for your beauty bank by getting makeup empties or maybe hitting pans, and you have to decrease your beauty bank with makeup purchases. I gave myself 20 points to start off the year because I was okay with my collection growing by only 20 items, no more than that. So in today's video, I'm first going to share my PR I've received this month, which I don't know how this has happened, to be honest. The packages just keep arriving. This is for September and October, and I have a pile already started for November. It must be that the holidays are coming because I don't know how this has happened. So I'm going to share my PR with you. Then I'm going to share what I have purchased myself, which will decrease points. I'm not counting PR this year. And then we'll go over my makeup empties and see where we're at. I'm excited to share, but also I'm a little overwhelmed by having to film this video because now all my PR is like all over the place. Firstly, I wanted to share this giant box that Dossier sent to me. I actually had a sponsored post by Dossier earlier this month, so I will link that down below if you're interested. But I wanted to share what they've sent because they have an amazing Black Friday sale. I just wanted to quickly mention to you. So over to the side, I will share their Black Friday sale. I'm like, what is the date today? So as of right now for Black Friday, they are doing an up to 40% off sale. So it starts with if you purchase any 3 items, you get a certain percentage off. And as you add items to your cart, the percentage off increases. I mentioned Dossier on my channel a ton of times at this point. I just keep mentioning them because I've had a lot of fun exploring their different scents this year. They have affordable fragrances. Many of them are inspired by luxury or high-end fragrances that you may be familiar with, but they also have original scents. They now have a Canadian website, which I'm very excited to see, but they don't have all of the scents available on the Canadian website versus the US website. But I encourage you to explore if you are interested in trying a new fragrance, or maybe you're trying to save some money and you know what your favorite high-end fragrance is. See if they have one that's inspired by that, or you can search by notes. For me personally, I love Dossier for exploring my scent preferences this year. I've been discovering what notes I love in fragrance, which ones I don't prefer, and this is a more affordable way to do it. Because of their Black Friday sale, I wanted to share a couple of my favorites. Floral Marshmallow is inspired by Killian Love Don't Be Shy, I believe, which isn't that like Rihanna's fragrance? This is my favorite period. But right now I'm feeling like it's a little more spring summery, so I've been wearing Ambery Vanilla, which is inspired by YSL Black Opium. This is what I'm wearing today. This is a deeper, more sexy, more like a date night scent, but I don't have anywhere to be. These are 2 of my favorites, along with Woody Chestnut, which is inspired by Replicas by the Fireplace, which is my favorite fall scent. Dossier's version smells more woody, maybe some more of the clove, less of the sweet vanilla right off the bat. I think theirs smells more like a campfire, and Replicas smells more like s'mores by the campfire. Does that make any sense? I don't know. This one is slightly less sweet right off, like right out of the gate, and a little more woody and spicy, and I've been really enjoying this one as well. This is one of the ones I reviewed in my sponsored post. 2 others they have sent me in this big box I wanted to share with you is Gourmand White Flowers, which is inspired by Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. This one's a bit too floral to be my favorite, but I really do like the scent. This has bergamot, green tea, freesia, berries. Green tea is a note I really like. I've discovered. White flowers, orchid, rose, musk, patchouli, caramel, and vanilla. And I also chose ambery cedarwood, which is inspired by buglers, mugglers, I'm not sure, alien, which I chose that one because the notes sounded interesting to me, of course. But do you remember when Kathleen Lights did fragrances based on zodiac signs? I am an Aquarius, and I hope I'm not remembering wrong now that I'm thinking about it. I should have rewatched the video, but alien has always stuck out to me for some reason. I think she's like, the bottle was weird and Aquarius people are weird. I'm not really sure. But I'm excited to like wear this one. I haven't worn it yet. This has mandarin, cardamom, orange blossom, jasmine, cedarwood, heliotrope flower, amber, and vanilla. And I really like this. Anyways, I've rambled on for too long about this. Dossier's having a great Black Friday sale. Be sure to check them out. Thank you so much, Dossier, for sending me this giant box of fragrances. I'm excited to try some new things. You'll have to let me know if you have tried Dossier and what your favorite scents are. I do want to check those out. I really want to try some of their original scents. I saw they released like an aromatherapy line with like, there's like an energizing grapefruit something and like a relaxing one with eucalyptus. I don't know. When they said like self-care and aromatherapy, they caught my attention, but I don't see those on the Canadian website yet. Once again, that was not sponsored, but I did want to share what was in, I almost showed you my address, what was in this box that they sent me. I also received a parcel from Fantasy Cosmetica. You know, I'm an affiliate for Fantasy Cosmetica. My code is emilynmax to save 10%. That's an affiliated code. I do get a commission if you use it. And I got their new Warlock palette and 3 of their lip oils, which I should edit it before putting this video up. My reel with swatches. I have used lip oils now. I really like them. They're quite a thin formula. I wore Demon, this black sparkly shade, on Halloween, and it was even more beautiful than I thought it would be. I paired it with like a vampy lip. I had Efreet, which is like this orangish shade, but this is more of a sheer formula. And then I also kept Fiends, which is a red, and this one is a little bit more pigmented. So I swatched all the shades in my reel. I have gifted the 2 other ones. There were 5 in this collection because I just don't need 5 lip oils, but I was happy to swatch them. They do have swatches on a variety of skin tones on their Instagram, so you can see the pigment level and how it looks on a variety of other skin tones since I am so fair. But if you were looking to try a new lip oil, I really like these ones and I love the scent of them. I don't know what the actual fragrance that they put in here is, but it's very pleasant. And here is the Warlock palette, their newest 9-pan that they have released. And again, I had swatches in that reel. I'll link that down below too if it wasn't super clear to the side. This one looks really fun, but maybe a little less cohesive than I'm used to with some of their other palettes. Like the red, there's red, purple, green, pinks. I'm not the most creative person in the world, so I'll probably pair like the greens together, the pinks and reds and purples together, and then we have the black, so a matte black and a shimmery metallic black, which can be fun to play with. By swatching this shade Profane does not feel like their typical matte formula. It feels a bit thinner and a little more maybe hard pressed in there. And I noticed a difference between this one shade and even the other mattes within this palette. So I'll come back with my full review. This was actually rolled into No Pan Left Behind, so I'll review it more fully there. But I wanted to share that I did receive this collection in PR. I was also kindly sent the new Mirage palette by Alter Ego. This is inspired by the Huda Empowered. Sorry about that, my battery died. They sent me the Mirage palette. I also have a swatch video of this on my Instagram. This is inspired by the Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and I love these tones for this time of year, both for the fall and for the holidays coming up. And we have 2 cream shadows down here, which will be fun for me to play with. Upon swatching, this Sirocco shade that has that like jelly texture in the center, it is so beautiful. I was a little apprehensive about that like jelly texture. Even though I enjoyed it in the Coastal palette, this one, it was like a split pan, like the gel went down the center and the shadows on the sides. It was a little funky, but I swatched it and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm excited to get into this. You can use code emilynmax, my affiliate code, on Alter Ego. They also sent me a previous release that I didn't receive before. I have a cat hair on me. This is the Sakura palette, which is inspired by the Retro Glam by Natasha Denona, and I love the layout of this one so much more than the Natasha Denona palette. I'm very hesitant on Natasha Denona palettes and spending that much money since I haven't enjoyed multiple ones of her palettes, and this isn't a color story I would have paid that price tag for, but this is very spring appropriate and I'm excited to dive in. I love the mints with the rosy tones. So thank you so much, Alter Ego, for sending these to me. Only 2 more PR packages left. I'm so grateful, but it's also overwhelming. I wasn't expecting this for like an Instagram and a YouTube my size. I can't imagine how overwhelming it is for large creators. From Skin Proud, I said that weird, they sent me their Face Melt Gentle Hydrating Cleansing Balm, and I'm really excited to test this out. This is sold at Walmart Canada, and I believe Skin Proud is an offshoot of Lottie London. So I have not used this yet. It has beautiful periwinkle blue packaging. I do love using a solid cleansing balm as my first step for makeup removal. Let me know if you would like a reel using this, like starting with my full face of makeup on and seeing how much this takes off. I always do a double cleanse, so I'm not too fussed if it doesn't get every stitch of makeup off because my second cleanser will finish the job, but it is interesting to see how well it breaks down makeup as well. And then Lottie London sent me, it said it was their summer kit, so I'm assuming I got like a leftover PR box, which that's fine. I'm looking forward to testing these things out. Also included that I don't have here were 2 additional highlighter wands in deeper colors, as well as a clear lip gloss. I put that in my to gift to friends and family bin, but I kept 2 of the liquid highlighter wands. I don't have any products like this in highlighter form, I should say. So I kept the shades Champagne Drip and Peach Bellini. Here comes Emmett. Peach Bellini I think would be more of a blush topper for my fair skin tone, but I did want to give these a try. And then they also sent me the Bubble Tea Primer. This is a hydrating bursting gel primer, and this looks so interesting. It has these beads like suspended in a jelly texture. So I have no idea what this is going to be like, but thank you so much, Lottie London, for sending these over for me to try. I don't know if I have enough things. I mean, I have enough things to test out in a video, but I thought maybe of doing like a testing affordable makeup with these in particular, and my makeup drawer of shame is overflowing. I'm sure I can find other affordable makeup to pair together, but I need to speed this up. Okay, thank God we are now on to purchases. What I purchased with my own money. Now, in my last makeup rehab update, I had -2 points for makeup and +7 points for palettes. I am tracking my palette purchases, but in previous years, I would have spent all of my points on palettes, and that hasn't happened this year. I did make the decision to like swap my points around a little bit. So I went into September with 0 points and 5 palette points. So I like took 2 to get rid of the negative. And I did make a purchase. I purchased some bits from the Odin's Eye Angelica Nyqvist collaboration. Hella was my favorite palette of 2022. I got both palettes and 2 lip products. The cat is trying to get in the PR boxes. Now he's just sitting on top of them. You can't fit, there's stuff inside. I got the Shine lip gloss in the shade Spectral, and I got the matte lip stain in the shade Shadow Creature. Both of these are so beautiful. All of the lip products that she released were so beautiful. Some of the more yellowy undertones, I didn't know if they'd be overly flattering for me or I wouldn't reach for them that much. And also budget-wise, I had to choose two. Here is the Trick or Treat palette. Odin's Eye probably has one of my very favorite eyeshadow formulas. This one is the warmer, like orange and green palette. The dimensional shimmers in here look absolutely beautiful, and I love the embossing of all of the like Halloween shapes. We have like a jack-o'-lantern, a bat, a spider, a skull. I think that's a really fun touch. And here is the little ghost palette. The artwork on here is beautiful as well. This one caught my attention a bit more with the very vibrant and dark shades, like this blue, this purple, and this like bright yellow is super fun, called Banana Taffy. And I can't wait to dip into these purples in the center. Zombie here looks so beautiful. I'm just really excited to have both of these palettes, but I did purchase these with my own money. So for makeup points, I'm subtracting 2, putting me back at -2. And for palettes, I am subtracting 2 points, putting me at 3 points. So now I get to share my makeup empties to get out of the negative. First off, I finished 2 lip glosses in the last 2 months. I finished the Dominique Cosmetics Peach Tea lip gloss in my whole collection project pan, and I finished the NYX Creme Brulee butter gloss in my rolling project 10 pan. So now I'm broken even. But I have some other makeup empties to share with you as well. I have my Cover FX blurring primer, kitty, which I used up in my Partners in Cream project pan. I used up the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. This was sent to me in PR through Influencer, and I really, really liked this mascara, but it's very pricey. But this one is gone. And lastly, my Rolling Project 10 pan as well, I used up the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. So I'm rolling into November with 3 makeup points and 3 palette points, which I feel very good about. To earn back palette points, I needed to hit 10 eyeshadow pans, and as of the end of October, I was still sitting at 4 eyeshadow pans for the year, which is really bad for me. But that's okay, because I still have 3 palette points, and honestly, my shopping has been pretty slow. Which, I mean, based on all the PR I just got, I don't need to be buying any more makeup. That is everything for my makeup rehab series. I feel good to have some palette points still. I feel like my low buy is still successful. The true test will be at my year-end makeup inventory on if my collection only increased by 20 items. Now remember, I haven't been counting PR in my beauty bank points, but they are of course added into my inventory if I choose to keep them. So my declutters basically need to offset the PR, and my makeup empties for the year need to offset my purchases, is kind of how it ends up working out, with the buffer of the 20 items of course. But so far I'm feeling good about it. This video is way too long because of all that PR I had to share with you. Be sure to look out if you wanted or needed things for Black Friday sales, and see if you can stack codes. I don't have that many codes. They are in my description box if you wanted to support me in that way, but almost all websites have codes, so just find one to use to save even more money while you're shopping this holiday season. Okay, that's enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching my makeup rehab series. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!